The Chandler Gilbert women's basketball team is back on home court. Today the squad tries to snap a two-game losing streak hosting the Gauchos of Glendale. It tips off a doubleheader right here from the Coyote Center, live on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. Good afternoon, I'm Joe Pequeno alongside Matt McCurdy. And Matt, the Chandler Gilbert basketball team, Fletcher Brown and crew, they've run into a little bit of a difficulty in their schedule. They've lost 6 of their last 7. But they have to put all that aside and refocus and harness their energy for today's game against the Gauchos.
I mean, absolutely. When you've kind of been on a losing streak, that's when you really got to dive in, push a little bit harder, get back on top. And look, I mean, they've been missing a few players for various reasons. Those players are back. They're ready to play today. There's no reason they shouldn't pull a win out tonight.
Coyotes 9-11 overall, 4-9 in league play. They're coming off an 81-58 road loss to Pima. Steph De Silva leading the way with 13 points. Coyotes obviously coming into today's game against Glendale, a squad they beat earlier in the season 66-56. Glendale, they come in with 6 players, and I had a chance to talk to their head coach just a short time ago, Coach Ernest Shan, that is, and he talked about the injuries to a couple key personnel in Maya Cobb and Atlanta Croker, so the team is down to 6. But those kids that go out there, they fight hard, and they give everything they have for the Gauchos. They come in with a record of 6-12 overall, 2-10 in league play. They've lost 3 in a row, and they're led by one fantastic player in Grace Linez. She's putting up a league best 20 points. She's 4th in field goal percentage at 46%. And 3rd in rebounds at 11 a contest. So Grace Linez, a diamond in the rough out of Flagstaff High School. She brings it night in and night out.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some tremendous individuals and talented players on their team, no doubt about that. It will be tricky tonight. You know, that is a major advantage when you have a deeper bench, more depth to the team. Running with 6 players, I mean, that's not a lot of length. And as the game wears down, as players get tired, they're going to have to dig deep and continue to play hard, and that bench won't be available. So we'll see how that plays out here tonight.
Coyotes coming off that road loss once again to Pima, 81-58, and basically they started slowing that, Matt. Only 4 points in the first. After that, they pretty much played Pima dead even. So keys to this one, how about when that ball's tipped, come out ready to go?
Yes, absolutely. It's go time, and they need to put the pressure on.
The good thing for the Coyotes, leading scorer Maya Way is back. Hannah Williams, a force down in the box, has also returned. So the Coyotes with some numbers. And actually, talking to Coach Fletcher Brown, feels this is his healthiest and the most intact his team has been since these squads first met way back in November, back in November 18th.
Hey, and I mean, you know, this is where things can really turn around. If you got your team in the right spot, they're in a good mindset, they can pull a win tonight. Who knows where they'll go from here on out in the next few games.
The referees for today's contest, Bryce Cook, Heather McDonald, and Sydney Crafton. Starting lineup for Chandler Gilbert. Number 1, Jalen Nacio. Number 10, Cheryl Yazzie. Number 20, Rebecca Gutierrez. Number 23, Steph De Silva. And number 32, Aisha Ashley. We'll take a moment for the school announcements and the national anthem. You're watching the Coyotes about to take on the Gauchos right here on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. So the national anthem is in the books. Once again, the starting lineup for Chandler Gilbert: Jalen Nacio, number 10, Cheryl Yazzie, number 20, Rebecca Gutierrez, 23, Steph De Silva, number 32, Aisha Ashley. And of course, Chandler Gilbert getting the big boost with Maya West back in the lineup. And Maya West can do, Matt, she can do a variety of things, like stretch the perimeter by knocking down the 3-ball.
Absolutely. I mean, she's a powerful player on the court. Kyle's glad to have her back, and that's one of those valuable team members they've needed at all these games, and so it'll be good to see her on the court again.
So on the other side, Gauchos, led by head coach Ernie Shan, coming off 3 straight losses. Coach Shan got his master's from NAU, went to New Utrecht High School in Brooklyn, New York, and just like me, never wants to see cold weather ever again. It's so hard on your senses, and it makes it just really tough to live. And I got to tell you, Matt, last couple weekends, my daughter plays on the club softball circuit. A couple weekends ago, I was in that 40-degree weather for hours on end. I didn't feel good all last week. And I talked to Steve Silsby, the head basketball coach here at Chandler Gilbert. He told me recently he went to Oregon to see his son play, and it was 50 degrees, cold weather, rainy. He was out there hours on end, and he said he got back, he felt like he ran in a marathon. So I know it's just not me. I'm not crying the blues. I'm not a whippy, cold weather guy, and I'm originally from New York, and I just...
No, it makes a difference, and that's why Arizona's a beautiful place to play. We got great weather year-round. It makes athletics that much better.
Yeah, so those athletes that battle those conditions and play in that kind of weather, you got to applaud them. So you got the Gauchos are visiting in kind of like the burnt red, burnt orange look. Their starting lineup: Rebecca Airrape, number 5, number 10, Alyssa Folino, number 15, Grace Nez, who's just having a tremendous season, also plays on the volleyball team. Number 23, Kimberly Castillo, and number 12, Kateri Spencer, a freshman guard. So here we go. We are tipped off. We are going from Chandler Gilbert, the Gauchos, and the Coyotes renewing their rivalry. And you would really love to see Chandler Gilbert, we talked about this, man, get off to a fast start. Opportunity point blank, and how about that for Steph De Silva? Good look and kiss off the glass for 2. This Gauchos team, Coach Ernie Shan, we talked about it. He said, look, at the end of the season, when it's all said and done, regardless of where they end up, he's proud of his kids because they give everything they have. I mean, there are a couple body short season-ending injuries to Maya Cobb with an MCL injury, and Lana Coker, who they were counting on in a big way, basically blew out her knee in every shape or form. So 2 bodies short, and here they are gutting through and grinding it out, and you have to applaud the ladies for doing just that.
Absolutely.
Aisha, high off the glass, won't go. Grace Nez, so not only does she knock down 20 points a game, Matt, she rips 11 rebounds per game. A double machine, and such a good player on the volleyball circuit for the Gauchos as well. And she was this kind of player coming out of high school, out of Flagstaff. Saw her play against Seton Catholic on numerous occasions, and she's doing the same thing now on the junior college circuit. I had a chance to talk to her as Chandler Gilbert's locking up defensively. Shot from the outside, and that one is off the iron as Cheryl Yazzie pulls it down. And I talked to Grace Nez. I said, how's the D1 offers potentially looking? And she's like, I'm out there and I'm trying, and we'll see what happens. So she's doing everything possible on the court, whether it be basketball or volleyball. And I said, hey, just make sure you're doing it as well in the classroom. And Grace gets it because she understands that you can't take the next road, the next path to playing D1 athletics if you can't buckle down in the classroom as well.
Absolutely. You got to show you're a dependable player on and off the court. That's a key role.
Fires it up from the outside. That's off the iron. Here comes
already. I'm loving the pace.
Little back door, and that's up and in by Jalen Nacio.
Loving the pace of the Coyotes, coming off strong, playing hard. You can feel the energy of the players that are now on the court with them tonight.
I stand corrected. The first basket scored by the Coyotes was Rebecca Gutierrez, not Steph De Silva. It's 4-0 Coyotes with the lead. Applying some big-time pressure. Glendale dumps it down. Grace Nez down in the blocks, and Nez will go to the line and shoot a pair. Cheryl Yazzie picks up the foul. That's her first. Nez at the free throw line. So good. 94% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. And Matt, you kind of talk about this, and you look at Grace Nez, a great scorer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But great rebounder, but also does the little things by being able to hit free throws and being able to battle in the post and rebound and draw contact and have the opportunity to convert at the line is paramount for any scorer. And Grace Nez is a perfect example of a kid who understands the value of going to the free throw strike and putting the extra work in to knock those down. Aisha, open look, off the front end. Steph De Silva in the corner, battling against Nez, and possession goes to the white and teal. Once again, these teams met back in November with the Coyotes picking up the 66-56 victory. Glendale actually led at the half until the second frame, and that's a good look. Ignacio with the great feed inside. Gutierrez just point blank, could not connect. Once again, they go up, and that one spins in and out. Gutierrez with a couple opportunities underneath. And sometimes, Matt, that cylinder looks so big, and then when that ball goes up, it looks so small.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a scenario right there for the Coyotes. Up 4-1, Nez underneath. Nez has to take it away. Good defense in the post by Gutierrez. De Silva working middle floor, shoots it in the corner. Yazzie to Aisha. Aisha. De Silva follows her shot, works it back out. Gutierrez. De Silva top of the key. She'll reset. 9 seconds on the shot clock. And you can hear the Coyotes bench counting it down. Ashley. And that one's taken away by Glendale. Good defense by the Gauchos. Coach Shannon imploring his team to keep it up pace. Shot from the outside won't go. Follow, up and good. Rebecca Air Rave. It's a 4-3 Chandler Gilbert lead. Anna Williams about to check in. Cheryl Yazzie. Dangerous pass is taken away by the Gauchos. Kimberly Castillo working the ball up the court against Cheryl Yazzie. Gets the high screen. Castillo. Ball in the court. Gauchos trying to find some consistency. And Nez up and in. Attacks the glass with a purpose. Grace Nez, who's got 3 points. Gauchos with a 5-4 lead. Gutierrez shoots it over to Yazzie. Picked up by Castillo. Other side of the floor. Ignacio. Inside, Gutierrez. And Gutierrez can't get the kiss off the glass. Gaucho, so of course, talking to Coach Shan, he said, look, if we had the bodies, he feels his team would be dangerous. So in a situation like that, they're going to have to pick and choose when they're going to run, just to keep enough gas in the tank.
Absolutely. Yeah, right now, Gaucho's running a good pace. I mean, they're starting to pull a press up, so the Coyotes are going to need to be careful on their passes as they try to figure out the switch up and also convert at the hoop.
The miss down low by Aisha Ashley. So right now the Coyotes have had some point-blank looks, just could not convert on. Long shot from the outside. Ashley whips it down. Here comes Yazzie, shoots it over Steph De Silva. Steph, the wonder from down under, swings it over to Gutierrez. 19 on the shot clock. Castillo, and now the switch. Ignacio picked up by Castillo. Inside cut, and that one won't go. Another opportunity. The rip by Rebecca Airrave. 3:30 left in the first. So glad you can join us right here from the Coyote Center. Of course, coming up after this one, it's the men action. The Coyotes and Gauchos. Steve Silsby's team trying to bounce back from a loss to Pima on the road the other night. Nacio working the top of the key. De Silva has that taken away. Gauchos with some active hands right now.
Yeah, a little bit change up from typical Coyote games. The Coyotes trying to figure out their defense a little bit on this end as the Gauchos throw up a lot of outside three perimeter shots.
Nez down in the box. Another foul on Shoriazian. And if you're Coach Ernie Shan right now in Glendale, you don't have the bodies, but right now your kids are holding tough. And for Fletcher Brown and his Coyotes, just want his team possibly weather the storm, get into a better offensive flow, and convert. They've had some good looks. And that's got to be some of the most frustrating things for Fletcher Brown and Leon Sutton in those last 4 or 5 offensive possessions. They've had good looks at the basket, Matt. It's just about converting.
Absolutely. And you can see right there the dependency, the leadership on Gracelyn Nez as she goes to the hoop. And the Gauchos definitely depend on her to convert and put it on the board.
Nacio puts it on the floor. Driving. Blocked inside by Airrave. Gracelyn Nez will shoot it down. And that goes right through the wickets. Hannah Williams keeps it alive. Maya West in the game. Maya West, the team's leading scorer at 13 a rip. Nacio gets picked up by Nez. So a injury on the court, and the referees will stop play. And this is the last thing you want to see for the Gauchos. I mean, here's a team that basically is running through a season through the ER, essentially losing 2 key personnel, and they come in here with 6 eligible players on their roster as of now that are healthy to ready to go, and now they have a body down, and their assistant, Kimberly Wimbum, is going over to check on the player that's down on the court. We'll take a short time out here from the Coyote Center. It's the Gauchos and the Coyotes on a beautiful Saturday from the East Valley on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. It wasn't like something quick like this. 5-minute affair. And we welcome you back to the Coyote Center where Kateri Spencer being helped off, and the good thing, we're not seeing any kind of limp in the legs. She just might have taken an elbow or hand to the face, and that's a good sign for Coach Ernie Shan and his team. Gauchos with a 9-4 lead. The teal and white looking for a basket. Nacio swings it over to Silva. De Silva fires it up off the mark, ripped down by Nez, who's already on her way to a double-digit rebound kind of night.
Yeah, the Gauchos running a really tight inside defensive game, so Coyotes going to need to work that ball around, try to find some open shots.
Castillo swings it over, trying to work Nez in the post, and that one is thrown away. Nez was posting up, and Jacqueline Figueroa just could not feed her in the post. So good post defense by the Coyotes. And you know Fletcher Brown, he's just waiting for that offensive explosion. They're coming off a 4-point first quarter against Pima. That's the last thing he wanted to see. And he understands, and he feels that his ladies understand as well the collective urgency with 10 games left to play better basketball. Alana West on the good feed
shot
from Jalen Nacio. Alana West putting up almost 10 points a game, and that was a big basket. Starts a couple minutes of a scoring drought for the Coyotes. Inside, Nez shoots it over. Long shot from the outside, won't go. De Silva outworks Nez for a rebound. Coyotes, and give a lot of credit to the Gauchos getting back. Maya West from three, and Maya West, and that's what Maya West can do. And that's an exciting sight right there for Fletcher Brown. Maya West was out for personal reasons for a good couple weeks or so. Get her back in the lineup. She can stretch the floor, she can run, she can handle the basketball. Just a pleasant sight for Coach Fletcher Brown, and then that's banked in by Figueroa on the other side.
And that's really the momentum they need to have lean into the second quarter.
11-9 Gauchos. Nacio picked up by Nez on the top of the key. Swung over West, down in the blocks. Kicked back out, Nacio long range. Nacio off the iron. Pulled in.
Good hustle.
West keeps it alive. Make that Hannah Williams. De Silva. And the Coyotes will play for the final shot. De Silva from the outside won't go. Grayson Nez pulls it down. And after one, it's a 11-9 Gauchos lead. And for Fletcher Brown and his team, once again, a little bit of a struggle, Matt, in that first quarter offensively. But the thing about it is that the looks were there.
Yeah.
The inside passes, point blank looks, they were there. Coyotes have to do a better job converting.
Yeah, I mean, some great inside passes from number one, Jalen Nacio. I mean, great assists. The conversions need to happen. I think we're leaning into that into the second quarter. And then obviously that great three-pointer right at the end there by Maya Way.
A great sight for Fletcher Brown to have Maya Way back in his lineup. And for the other side, for Ernie Shan and his Gauchos. He's getting early contributions. And, of course, it starts with Grayson Nez, who's already got 5 points and probably about 4 or 5 rebounds as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, Grayson Nez, I mean, she's a hard worker on the court. You can see them trying to dump it on the inside to her so she can get those looks. It's a calm play they're running. I'm Coach Fletch, looking to lock down Grayson Nez for sure in the paint.
So the second frame about to begin right here from the Coyote Center. Coyotes baseball teams in action today, starting their season, taking on the GCU club team. Coyotes announcers Adam Perry and Andrew Feary on the call over there. Of course, I'll be in the works, calling some baseball as well. Maya Way with the tight defense on Castillo. Maya Way working hard. Aisha
Good
Ashley,
hustle.
active hands. Grayson Nez gets the ball back. Inside touch. A lot of contact in the blocks. But Glendale battling and gets the ball back. Castillo tries to split a couple defenders. Alana West gets it to Maya Way.
You got to love that hustle from the Coyotes, getting on the floor, grabbing the ball, and being aggressive. Hannah West with that great block.
Hannah Williams on the other side. And it's a tie-up. Coyotes possession. So an opportunity now for the Coyotes to tie or potentially take the lead. Maya West has shown what she can do, knocking down the three in the first. De Silva gets it out to Hannah Williams, and Hannah Williams will pull it out behind the arc to De Silva. Maya Way. Top of the arc on the right side. Lana West from long range, and West knocks down the triple. Alana West, big three. And how about Alana West working on that 27% three-point shooting average and gets off to a good start there. And that's all Coach Fletcher Brown wants to see from his team. Good shots, convert on opportunities. My way, working the middle of the floor. My Way will fire it up. And that one is short. Goes out of bounds. And thinking about for My Way as Becca Gutierrez and Cosgrove check in is probably her condition. Probably not at 150% yet. She's probably still working on fully being in basketball shape.
Absolutely. And once you've missed a few games, I mean, there's a rhythm to it. You got to get back in the zone, get into the flow, and looks like Fletch is trying to ease her in.
Castillo to air raid down the blocks. Figueroa. Figueroa will go to the line. Good passing by the Gauchos.
You know, positive for the Gauchos. They've got some good height and size on their team, especially down in the post, which is really helping them get those rebounds, block off, and cut off the Coyotes from getting the inside look.
Figueroa with an opportunity to convert at the line. Missed the first. And misses the second. Coach Ernie Shan of the Gauchos. You can hear the energy and passion from his heart. Both teams in dire need of a win. Shot from the outside won't go. Pulled down by Nez. And Grace Nez had the opportunity to watch her numerous times when Flagstaff would come down and play scene, and you can watch. It's a very fluid game. Handles the basketball, can battle in the post. Cosgrove. Oh, and what a nice move by Kaden Cosgrove. Basket and one. And that was an electric move. Usually, Matt, we see Miss Cosgrove just standing behind the perimeter, but she's got talent. She put on the floor, and good things happen.
Absolutely. That's the dominance and the confidence that in some of these recent games the Coyotes just haven't had. They've been hesitating a little bit, and when they drive in, they go to the hoop, they put up the shot, they just feel in rhythm. That's when we see good things happen.
And Caden's got a fan base that's here. As she misses that free throw. She has a big fathead fan base in the middle of the court. And that's great to see. Figueroa ball goes right through her hands. Coyotes up 14-11. Gutierrez working the middle of the floor. Alana West surveying and rips it over to Cosgrove. Cosgrove guarded by Fraulino. Maya West long range. Maya knocks it down. Her second triple. And it's a 6-point Coyotes lead. Figueroa down court, swings it out. Shot is up. Three ball goes in and out by Fraulino. And right now the Coyotes can work their pace. They know in the course of this one, all they got to do is work the bodies in and eventually wear Glendale down with the lack of bodies.
It's a really good spot for them. They've got a little bit of an edge. They got a lead. Now they just got to keep the pace going, substitute people in and out, and they'll have a game.
Cosgrove.
Good take.
Spot up.
Good hustle.
Gets blocked by Nez. But I love the follow-up on the shot. Grayson Nez has been everywhere for Glendale in this first half. Dumps it down, air rave. Knocks down the jumper. She's got 4. It's a 2-point. Coyotes lead, 17-15. My Way, top of the key. Swings it over to Alana West. Gutierrez. Cosgrove, blocked by Nez again. Urbanski is there. 3 seconds on the shot clock. My Way, floater. Off the rim, Castillo and the Gauchos. Shoots it over Nez from 3. That shot won't go. And Kaden Cosgrove will pick up the loose ball foul. It's funny when you watch Glendale, Matt. They'll run. They'll have moments where they run and run. And also, Coach Shan will slow them down as well because it's all about trying to get through the game with enough energies. Nez up and in.
Absolutely, and that's one of the struggles when you have a short bench. I mean, that pace, that energy, you want to let it go, but Got to conserve, especially in this first half. A little different tone from Coach Brown on the other end, telling his girls, let's ramp it up, let's speed it up, because he's got a little more bench to use.
Urbanski with the foul. Grace Linez at the line. Has now hit 4 of 5 free throws. She's got 8 points. Gauchos up 1, 18-17. They led at the half here in the November matchup before the injury to Maya Cobb, their starting point guard. Shot from the outside. Cosgrove rips the 3. She's got 6 points. Coyotes back up 2. Kaden Cosgrove coming out to play. Castillo getting to the rack. Shot won't go. Gutierrez, outlet, De Silva. Glendale does a great job, transition defense, getting back. Cosgrove, catch and shoot. Off the iron. Nez with another rebound. And I got to tell you, Matt, Grayson Nez is going to make some coach happy out there.
Absolutely.
Because she just gives you 150% in the tank. There's no let up in her game. Long 3, won't go.
As a coach, that's what you want to see, right? Someone who's down in the post, rebounding, can work it down in the paint, but then she stops right at the top to run the point.
All you're asking for from your players is effort. That's all you expect. You worked hard all week. The game is the fruits of the labor. Figueroa misses underneath. Ooh. And that ball trickles out of bounds, and it's going the other way. And Coach Ernie Shan wanted the loose ball foul against Alana West. He used to say, it's going the other way. Coyotes up by 2. De Silva attacking. De Silva. What a great move by Steph De Silva. The tower of power from Australia. Saw the lane and attacked immediately. A 4-point Chandler Gilbert lead.
It's nice to see the Cows starting to find those openings in the Gauchos defense and put the ball inside though.
Shot won't go by Arave. Maya West, middle of the floor. Kicks in the quarter. Kaden Cosgrove, catch and shoot. That's off the iron. Maya West tracks it down. And that ball trickles out of bounds off Alyssa Farlino. Coyotes 19 seconds on the shot clock. 3:15 left in the first half. Fletcher Brown and crew leading 22-18. Trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. Alana West to Cosgrove. To Gutierrez. Looked like Cosgrove was setting up for the catch and shoot. Steph. Kaden Cosgrove. And you get the sense that Kaden wants to pull the trigger. 3 of the shot clock.
Good
Gutierrez.
movement.
What a good move by Rebecca Gutierrez. She's had numerous opportunities in the opening quarter. That time, point blank, gets it done. The lead is 6. Alana West, and there could have been a travel call right there, and that ball goes out of bounds. Great defense by Alana West. And right now you can tell fatigue becoming a factor for the Gauchos. No one's slouching over, our hands on the knees, but just a lot of collective breaths. De Silva swings it over. Cosgrove in the corner. And Kaden Cosgrove with the fire off her fingertips. Kaden coming out. Strong game. She's got 8 points, 26-18.
There's going to be some lethal corners for the Gauchos if they don't cover with defense as the Cows start firing them off and making them.
Grace Linez. Jalen picks up the foul, and Nez will go back to the free throw line. And when you shoot 93, 94% at the line like she does, Matt, I mean, she's just feasting. It's like basically giving someone the opportunity to go to the bank and collect free money.
Well, that's what you want to see. If you're going to the hole, you're going to get fouled. Hopefully you make it, but if you don't and you can put a free throws away, just another weapon.
She's got 10 points. Easily has 6 or 7 rebounds already. We don't have live stats. If we did, we would tell you where she is. But she's got 10. Credit her 6, 7 rebounds easily. The leading scorer in the conference. And Kaden Cosgrove is coming out here with a passion today. De Silva from long range. That one rolls around the rim. Pulled down by Rebecca Airray. Nez, who works that point forward position oh so well. Feeding the post. Post. Rolls in and out. Gutierrez with the rebound. Cosgrove. Good passing inside, and Gutierrez off the great feed from Jalen Nacio. Great execution by the Coyotes, and the lead is 8, their largest of the game. And Fletcher Brown rooting his team on, saying, "Go White, go White." You'll love to see his team operating well in the half court. And that foul will go against Gutierrez, and Figueroa will go to the line. But now we kind of talked about it after a little bit of a sluggish first period. The Coyotes finding their offense, and here they are with a nice 8-point lead in the second period.
This is the consistency, the energy, and the teamwork that we like to see from the Coyotes. I mean, Kaden Cosgrove coming down the court with confidence, making that swift little pass and play right down here, that last play. I mean, that's some good teamwork, some good chemistry.
Figueroa hits 1 of 2. 1 minute left in the first half. Maya Wade back in the starting lineup, and actually back with the team, I should say, and paying dividends with a couple threes in this one. Urbanski gives up the dribble. Try to get it inside of Gutierrez. Maya long range. Maya just off the side of the iron. Grayson Nez effortlessly. And great pinpoint passing by the Gauchos, and Figueroa off the glass. The lead is down to 5 for the Coyotes.
Gotta love the court vision from Graceland Nez on that last play. Keeping her eyes up, watching the defense, but then looking down court for that quick pass.
Gutierrez put it on the floor. De Silva back out. 10 on the shot clock. Nacio. De Silva long range from 3. And Steph De Silva cans the 3. De Silva, long range bomber. And that will do it for the first half. The Coyotes stretch and impress. They trailed 11-9 after 1, and Matt, they do a great job of finding their offense, outscoring Glendale in the second period, and hold an 8-point halftime lead.
Yeah, some tremendous work. I mean, this is the Chandler Gilbert Coyotes we want to see, and they're living up to it, playing hard, playing well. All the girls starting to hit their stride, hit their shot. And, you know, like you said, Joe, the Gauchos got a short bench. You can see some of the wear and tear as they wind to the half. So it's where they got to buckle in, pick up the energy, and hopefully ride it through till into the next half.
We'll take a short timeout from the Coyotes Center. You're watching the Coyotes and the Gauchos on the ladies' side with Coach Fletcher Brown and Coach Leon Sutton leading at the half, 31-23. Keep it locked and loaded right here on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network.
Just up and off the glass, you know? How are you? I have some stuff on him, yeah. I've got do a little bit. Let me use the restroom real quick.
tell you this. So that game against Pima ended in the most disrespectful way ever. Like, Sills came into the locker room game and goes, normally in that situation, I would tell you guys to dribble the ball out. So just know, next time we see them, I'm not going to tell you guys to do that. So when Pima comes here for playoffs, Martin's going to be...
What happened?
So, up like 16 or whatever, and they start taking shots from the three, just taking every single chance they can get from the three. With like less than a minute left and making it.
What, at their place?
Yeah, Pima. Their coach got teed up for something, and Andre got teed up for.
So you mean they're up big and they're still?
Yeah, they're still shooting threes after still put all the bench players in, like the deep bench. Marlon goes. So are you saying that when the game I can dunk it next time? It was like absolutely.
So that's gonna be like next time they play, man. That's gonna be
Yeah.
big,
So
right?
we're hoping because they're not scheduled to play each other again. So they do. It's gonna be in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, as of now, I mean, you kind of like the way it's set up because as of now, Chandler Gilbert would be the 1 seed.
Right.
Pima and Scottsdale would be 2 and 3, and then there's whoever's battling for that 4th spot.
Do you know how many more games we have to win to clinch the one?
Well, I mean, I think we're so
Might be
for
there.
them, there's like 10 games left. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Right, I think it's just beat Phoenix, Mesa, Glendale. And I think you get it.
You got 10 league games left. I'm wondering if they do it. The way they should do it, first off, like I've been saying, they should change the brackets differently, right? I mean, make it a piece, make it the D1 and the D2 division of what it is. But you look at it, for them, you don't really count the Benue Mesa game. They still get a slew of conference games left.
Yeah, we don't count the Benue one, and we don't count the Gallup-Hire, the Eastern ones, since they're D1s.
Yeah.
So I think really all we have to do is just beat Glendale, Mesa, and Phoenix one more time, and we have 2 games on everyone.
Yeah. And I talked to the Mesa coaches. Coach Bowski on the team, his son plays for Steam Catholic. He said when Mesa came here, that's the best game they played all year.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have Andre in that game.
Yeah. Either.
And that game against Pima, we didn't have Fish and we didn't have Will either.
Yeah.
Because Will was out with the flu and Fish is suspended.
So basically, you take care of a handful of games. So you had Chandler Gilbert. So Pima and Scottsdale would be the 1 and 2, and then you've got, as of now, it looks like Glendale would be that 4th seed. So Chandler Gilbert would play Glendale here, and then Pima and Scottsdale, the winner of that game, would have to travel here.
Alright.
So all they got to do is just win. Just win. Take care.
So we just want Pima to beat Scottsdale and we can get Pima.
Well, either way, I mean, that game, I think it's Scottsdale's a scary team just because how hard they play every time they play.
I mean, both times we played Scottsdale, it's gone to overtime.
Yeah. I would much rather them play Pima because Pima doesn't play defense. They don't. And that's why when they came in the first time, they lost by 10. I mean, even without Justin Fisher, that game was close to the half. They have Justin, who knows what that game does. Right?
Yeah, if we had Will and Justin, I mean, I think it would have been a completely different game there.
And we welcome you back to the Coyote Center, where the ladies on top of the Gauchos 31-23. And Matt, we've seen some great efforts. Kaden Cosgrove off the bench. She's got 8 points and really showing her versatility, not just from the outside, but attacking the rim as well.
Absolutely. I mean, she's got her fan base here tonight, which is fun to see. She's playing hard. We're seeing moves that we haven't seen from her all season, and she's putting numbers on the board, which is awesome. Really sparked the energy of the team, I think, here at the end. Maya Way putting up some great shots, and then Steph De Silva as well.
So, Kaden Cosgrove does have a fan base. Her best friend, Ella McKenzie, and her sister, Lexi, who they went to high school with Caden at Horizon Honors, and they're sitting at midcourt, and they have a big Caden Cosgrove fathead here today. So I went over, said hello, and I just said, look, she's shown some versatility in her game that we haven't seen all season. So you've inspired her with the fathead. And they laughed it off, and they got a good group here today. So we welcome them here today to the Coyote Center. But collectively, we saw in that first period the Coyotes weren't able to connect on some good down looks, but in that second period they found their groove offensively and started hitting some of those baskets inside those point-blank looks.
Absolutely. I mean, we chuckle, but it's amazing what attendance and audience and fans can do for a player to get them in that mindset. And once you start hitting a hot streak and other players on your team feel that energy, it can make a big difference. And we're hoping to continue to see that in the second half.
So coming up after this one, we've got the Coyotes men. Nationally ranked, coming off a loss to Pima. They'll take on the Gauchos. Chandler Gilbert comes in overall 17-2, 10-2 in league. Glendale, 10-9 overall, 5-6. And, you know, for Coach Silsby and the team, you know they're still burning after the road loss to Pima the other night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nothing like losing on the road. It doesn't feel good. They've had a great winning streak thus far, so ending that doesn't feel good. So they're hungry. They want to play. They want to make sure that they don't lose on their home court. They've done a great job so far securing their home court advantage and locking down the fortress.
And that loss to Pima, it was 35-32 Pima at the half. And that was one of those games. No Justin Fisher, out after being suspended after the game against Scottsdale here. So they didn't have their leading point guard. And that's second half. Game got away from them a little bit, getting outscored 48-32. Very intense game as well. So needs to say, the Coyotes not looking to linger, but focus on a Glendale team that they beat earlier in the season. And at this point, Matt, a team they might face in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that they need to win. That's really what they need to do. They need to win and continue to win, and they're in a good spot in the conference right now. They're highly ranked. They've had a great season. They got a great bench. They need to lean on those things that their strengths and win here at the Coyote Center.
So the first time they faced the Gauchos, they won 95-64. And the Coyotes getting ample scoring punch, 19 from Andre Harris, Justin Fisher with 17, Ty Cochran, who's out for the year with a knee injury, and that's a shame. If this team had Ty Cochran, wow, how much better would they be?
Absolutely. I mean, he's a hustler on the court. That's the guy you send in to do the dirty work, and he makes a big impact on the team.
Marlon Lanahan with 15, KJ Dunn, who's just a beast down in the blocks, with 10. And that game will be coming up, and Matt will have the call on that. And Matt, what are you expecting from the Coyotes as Jacob Lloyd comes by and says hello?
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, they're coming off a loss to Pima. No one wanted to see that happen. But they're still a great, strong team. They've got all the components to win against Glendale. They've done it once before. And you know what? They're in their home court. Away games there's an effect, right? There's a difference. There's travel time, and they're missing players. So it'll be nice to see Justin Fisher return in a couple games. He won't be here tonight. But these boys have proven that even with missing players, they can still compete and they can win. So that's what we expect to see.
So here comes the Gauchos in the second half. They're on the court. They're getting their halftime warm-ups in. And, of course, we've talked so much about Graceland Nez leading the league in scoring at 20 points a game, ranked third in rebounding at 11, ranked in the top 7 in field goal percentage. And she's been as good as advertised.
Absolutely. I mean, Graceland Nez has the makings of a D1 athlete, and she looks like she's on her way.
And right now, we got some throwback rock and roll. This is for your time. This is Van Halen, Unchained, and simply a fantastic album. It's off the Fair Warning album. And for all those Van Halen fans out there, to the arguably the greatest guitarist of all time, Eddie Van Halen, rest in peace. So we begin this second frame from the Coyote Center with the Gauchos on offense. And once again, because of injuries. They have 6 healthy players, and that's what they go with. Led by their head coach, Ernest Shan. Point blank doesn't go. Put back won't go. The battle underneath. Gauchos working hard, but De Silva feeds Gutierrez. Gutierrez swings it out. Ignacio over to Aisha Ashley and De Silva. 17 on the shot clock. De Silva getting in the lane. De Silva off the glass and good. Steph De Silva with that electric first move. She's got 7. The lead is 10 for the Coyotes. Good start to this second frame. Castillo on the other side. Nez in the lane. Nez gets tied up. Good post defense by the Coyotes. Ashley and Gutierrez down there. De Silva in transition, shoots it over to Ignacio. Ignacio will work the ball on the top of the key. Aisha surveying the floor. Couple dribbles to her right side. Ignacio swings it over. De Silva lets it fly, and Steph De Silva coming out with a vengeance. 5 quick third quarter points, and the lead is 13. And Matt, Steph De Silva, an upperclassman in this program, and showing that leadership for the Coyotes.
Absolutely. Gotta love the Coyotes' timing on this game. Taking the smart shot, setting up the play, working as a team. It's a beautiful thing.
De Silva racing up the floor. Gives up the dribble. Gutierrez. Aisha, point blank. Aisha, a little too strong. But Gutierrez is there. Coyotes doing a nice job working the glass, and De Silva yet again. Steph De Silva, 7 quick third quarter points, and the lead has blossomed to 15 for the Coyotes.
Steph De Silva really making her impact known here on the court.
And this is what Coach Fletcher Brown has been waiting for. Look, you can talk about the squad losing 6 of 7, and you can say, okay, a bad stretch. How many of those games has he had a full, healthy roster, eligible roster?
Right.
Not many. He's got his roster back. He's got Maya Way back. He's got Hannah Williams back. His team is healthy, and now they've built a 15-point lead. A good sign for the team as they get into what is turning into the final stretch of the regular season. 10 games remaining, and it's all about playoff position. And for Coach Fletcher Brown, in his 3rd season, still trying to build his culture and build this program. If he can say to those recruits out there that he made the playoffs for a 2nd year in a row, speaks volumes of what he's doing here.
Well, and this is really, this could be really a good turning point for the Coyotes. As you said, with 10 games coming up, kick it in high gear and do what they need to do.
So here come the Gauchos. Have yet to score a bucket in this 3rd period. Great defense by the Coyotes in the blocks, and Steph De Silva rising to the occasion on home court. Gauchos putting on the floor.
Ooh, good step
Ray
through.
up and in. She's got 7. Good strong post move and the drive. Gutierrez thought about it for a split second. Rebecca gives it up. Ignacio swings it over to Ashley. Aisha surveying over to De Silva. De Silva, long range, knocks down another basket from 3. Steph De Silva with 15, 10 in the opening minutes of the 3rd period. The wonder from down under, doing it all for the Coyotes. The lead is 16. Shot is up from the other side. Too strong off the back of the iron. Gutierrez with the rip. De Silva. Right now, Steph De Silva could do no wrong. This time, the facilitator, and Aisha from 3. And everything clicking right now for the Coyotes. The lead is 19. A rave, guarded by Gutierrez. Graceland Nez down on the blocks. In the meantime, Graceland Nez has a point-blank look at the basket. She's almost automatic as Nacio misses underneath. Nez will work the ball up, as she did back in her days for Flagstaff High. A rave from long range. That won't go. Aisha. Gladly give it up to Cheryl Yazzie. Yazzie, De Silva, Aisha Ashley, Nacio, as well as Gutierrez on the floor. Williams and Maya Way about to check in. Back the other way, Gaucho is running. Figueroa. And the foul will go against Steph De Silva.
Some clear frustration on that last play, as Steph felt like she had gotten the ball and kept her body off of number 33 from the Gauchos.
Jacqueline Figueroa at the line.
Everyone's got to clear every possession.
Now 2 or 3 from the free throw line. She's got 6 points. Nails 1 of 2. Maya Way in the game, as well as Hannah Williams. Coyotes a different team with Maya Way active. Williams down in the blocks. And Williams draws the contact against Figueroa. And that is one thing I'm really impressed with is Hannah Williams sometimes early in the season would be so indecisive. If you're going to get the ball down the blocks, you're big, go strong.
Yep.
Draw the contact, go to the line.
Yeah, she proves it. I mean, she's got that dominance that she can bring to that down low post.
Misses on the first. About to check in, Jordan Zachary, the pride of Anchorage, Alaska. Williams trying to connect on the second. Actually, a really good free throw shooter. 83% connects on the second. First point of the game. 17-point lead. Nez. Down the floor.
Coyotes dropping into more of a press defense here in the third quarter. Trying to walk up the Gauchos, run something new.
Trying to physically wear them down, speed them up a little bit, maybe cause a turnover in the backcourt. Castillo. Taken away by Williams. They were trying to feed Graceland Nez at the post. Yazzie over to Steph De Silva. De Silva, Maya Way, coming off the roll. Jordan Zachary, top of the key, feeds Steph De Silva. Steph in the corner. Hannah Williams puts it on the court. Hannah Williams feeds Maya Way, and Maya long range, and Maya Way doing it again from long range. Her third three. She's got 9. It's a 20-point Coyotes lead. Back the other way. Elbow jumper. A little too strong. Williams with the rip. Coach Fletcher Brown telling his team to keep it up. Maya, point blank, feeds Cheryl Yazzie. Great feed from Maya Way. Having a great game at the Coyote Center. Back the other way. Alyssa Faulino. Faulino no good. Maya Way, left side. A reset. Yazzie, long range. Doesn't get the roll. And Williams will pick up the loose ball foul. But you know what? I'm comfortable with Cheryl Yazzie taking that outside shot. I mean, she put up 25 in a win a couple weeks back against South Mountain. More than capable offensively. Just believe in yourself that you can put the ball in the hole.
Absolutely.
If you do, good things will happen.
Yeah, she's definitely got the range. Just needs a few more shots and she'll be on.
Excellent execution of Alyssa Faulino. Jordan Zachary driving. De Silva kick out. And a loose ball foul against Farlino. Make that on Grayson Nez. Glendale, by no means in any kind of foul trouble. When you play with 6, Matt, you got to play cautiously. Zachary, top of the key. Will feed Maya. Maya long range. Maya a little too strong. De Silva goes back up, and De Silva will shoot a pair.
De Silva really doing a good job getting a feel for this defense and just working the system, working them out. And that right there, perfect example. Going in, drawing that foul. Now she gets to go to the line.
What a quarter for Steph De Silva. 16 in this one, 11 in the third. $17 and counting. She gets a much-needed rest. Much-needed rest, that is, as Alana West checks in.
Gotcho's struggling under that press, trying to figure out how to best navigate.
Zachary whips it over. Hannah Williams. That's going to be a travel call against Hannah Williams. That Euro step. One extra. Still, Hannah Williams finding her way back on the floor. Good to see her, as well as Maya Way, making such an impact for this team, just to have the bodies. Castillo got to the rim. Lana West back the other way. Making Castillo work on the defensive end. And moments like that are paramount. Lana West. And Lana West will go to the line and shoot a pair.
Yeah, like you're saying, Joe. I mean, you can just tell the Gachos are tired as they're getting good looks. It's hard when you've been playing all game and no breathers, no breaks to fall through on the hoop.
Now you're starting to see some Gauchos leaning over, hands on hips, hands on knees. And look, these young ladies, they're a couple bodies short. As we mentioned, the MCL injury to Maya Cobb, Lana Croker with a blown out knee and all kinds of different capacities. 2 players they were counting on to be fixtures on their team. Right? So they have to go with what they have.
Right. But that's what you want to see, right? You want to see players who, even when it's tough, are willing to work the whole time and give you 100%. And that's what these Gachos do.
Maya Way was going for the steal. Lana West with the reach in. You got Fletcher Brown, the head coach, right to our right, saying play discipline. Coyotes with a 23-point lead, and you know, for Fletch, who has seen his team go through peaks and valleys of good offensive and bad offensive execution, you know, he just wants to see his team be on point in this final third and fourth periods to develop some momentum going into their next contest.
Well, this is a great example right here. I mean, the last thing Coach Brown wants is the Gachos to get into the bonus and every foul start being a free throw shot. Grayson Nez has proven she's a great free throw shooter. You line her up, she's going to take them, she's going to put them in the hoop.
Nez now has 13 points, averaging 20 on the year. Jordan Zachary swings over to West. Gets the screen from Zachary. They dump it down to the post, and that's going the other way. Hannah West and Castillo in a battle. And how about that? Great display of sportsmanship. Figueroa picking up Williams on the floor. And you love to see that. Look, these are heated conference rivals, but the bottom line, it's basketball, whether it's men or the women. It's a brotherhood for the men, a sisterhood for the women, and they realize it's just a game, you know.
And there's respect across the board.
Absolutely. The well-being of the ladies on both sides are really all that matters. Yazzie off the loose ball, working the middle of the floor. Cheryl Yazzie, Alana West in that corner. Ooh, got an opportunity, lets it fly. Hannah Williams up
there
and
we
in.
go.
There you go, Hannah Williams. Big basket for her. 24-point lead for the Coyotes. 55-31. Long shot from the outside, won't go. Put back is good by Figueroa.
That's the tough part of a third or fourth quarter tired team. Is as you're playing, the temptation to shoot those outside shots grows. But when you've been playing all game, it's a lot more distance to push the ball, and that becomes tough.
How about Hannah Williams? We haven't seen that all year. Elbow, and I mean, I'm not trying to be funny here.
No.
I mean, we've seen things today in this team. Caden Cosgrove putting the ball on the floor. Hannah Williams hitting an elbow jumper. These are positive signs for the Coyotes, a team that has more skill set than what they've shown in the early parts of the season. And that gives Fletcher Brown the opportunities, a lot more opportunities to be creative on offense, knowing his kids have got the versatility to knock down some shots from different angles.
100%. I mean, we've been talking about, Joe, you said best, this might be the turning point for the Coyotes where we're, there's certain games where things just start to click. And that's one of those games. My way with a great last minute shot there. 2-point conversion.
Maya Way at the buzzer knocks it in. Maya Way with 11 points, 59-33. The Coyotes
Great
just
quarter.
blow it open with a tremendous third period, outscoring Glendale 28-10 in the third. And it's easy to point around and say it's all good, but when we talk about all good, it starts with Steph DeSilva, 12 third quarter points.
Hey, usually it takes one player igniting sparking the team up, getting them going, and everything else starts dropping. We saw some great stuff from Kane Cosgrove, line that fire in the second quarter, and Steph DeSilva plunging it home here in the third.
So the Coyotes feeling really good about themselves, and a team coming off a tough stretch. They've lost 6 of 7, lost back-to-back games as well. One of those was to Mesa. And there's no shame in losing to Mesa. They're ranked number 10 in the country. Then a hard road loss to Pima this week, in which they only scored 4 first quarter points. And Coach Fletcher Brown said, look, mentally we just weren't there. But after that, the next 3 periods, they played them hard. And that's what he wants to see from his team. And the good thing, he's got bodies back, and that gives him options. Caden Cosgrove, the fan base in play. Gutierrez shoots it over Maya. Jordan Zachary reading the defense. Swings it over to Caden. Caden dumps it down to Alana West. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Jordan floats it up. Shot won't go. Ripped down by the Gauchos. Castillo in transition. Shoots out to the right side. Paulino. Back to Air Rave. Other side. Shot is up. Maya Way with the rebound. And you got to talk about the tired legs in Glendale. Of course, they'd love to be able to hit some transition threes, but along the way, maybe work the ball in the post a little bit, set up the half-court offense, and try to get some baskets inside when they've got the ability to do so with Grace Inez. And fatigue plays a factor, and as you mentioned, quick shots from the outside.
Yeah, I mean, the Coyotes are obviously a great defensive team, but on the Gauchos, they've got some tall, athletic girls. I'd be working that post.
Castillo gets the high screen from Ere, shoots it over. Alyssa Paulino puts it on the court. Ball is loose, and it's going the other way. Caden Cosgrove right there with their fan base at midcourt.
One thing I'd love to see is number 20, Rebecca Gutierrez. She's been playing a little bit out on the outside 3. She's a bit looking like she's itching to shoot one. I'd love to see her take it.
Absolutely. Believe you can score. I mean, Rebecca's had some good looks in that first period. She probably missed about 3 or 4 bunnies. She wants back, but look, all it takes is a couple to go down to really start believing in your offensive game, to find the touch, to not be so hard off the glass when you're trying to put that shot up close range, and also believe in the elbow jumper from 10 to 12 out from different angles.
Exactly. And we've seen that for a lot of the girls here tonight.
Alana West comes up short. Nez with another rebound. Glendale with a long uphill battle in this one, down 26. Castillo getting in the lane.
Good take.
Castillo, strong drive. Kimberly Castillo, her second basket. Caden Cosgrove, Megan Urbanski about to check in. De Silva lets it fly.
Good
Steph
shot.
De Silva right now is simply unconscious. Anything she throws up is going in. 14 second half points, 19 for the game. It's a great effort by De Silva, and Grace Inez, the low post force, will go to the line as Caden Cosgrove picks up the foul.
Kyle's got to be careful when it comes to Grace Inez on that powerful lift up in the post. She knows how to work it, she knows how to draw the foul, and she'll head to the line.
Urbanski back in, Jordan Zachary taking a breather. Inez doing what she does. She's got 14. The leading scorer in the conference. And for all those D1 coaches out there that might be watching, or NAIA Division II, Grace Inez is the kind of player you want on your team. Hardworking, battles, good free throw shooter, coachable, does whatever it takes, gives you 150%. Other side, Gutierrez will step to Silva. You know she was thinking about pulling the trigger on that three. Urbanski pulls up, won't go on the runner. Nez with another rebound. Nez with 15 points, double-digit rebounds in this one, feeding the post inside. De Silva cleans it off the glass. Steph shoots it over to Urbanski. Urbanski lets it fly from three. A little strong. Gutierrez is there. And De Silva and Castillo get tangled up.
You know, and I feel for number 5, Rebecca Arave, has had some great, powerful looks on the inside, but she's been playing the whole game. I mean, and that touch off the basket, just not quite there.
And you can see Arave right now on the other side of the floor, hands on the knees, and that's a sign of you're gassed, you're tired. You're playing, basketball is a game of conditioning.
Yes.
It's like soccer. It's nonstop, up and down the floor. Unless you get a timeout or ball's out of bounds or a foul shot, very little breathers in this one.
Great defense from the Coyotes.
Nez down to the blocks. Nez off the rim. Ripped down by Urbanski. Lana West as we wind down to 6 minutes left in the fourth. Cosgrove from three.
It's good.
Cosgrove bearing the triple.
There's that fat head again going up in the air. She shoots that three.
She's got 11 off the bench. And that's going to make her fan base of Ella McKenzie and Lexa McKenzie and her whole posse from Horizon Honors excited. Cosgrove, and she'll get called for the travel. And that's probably the only mistake Caden Cosgrove has made in this game as she laughs it off up the court. And how nice is it, Matt, that we're seeing smiles on these girls' faces. We've seen a lot of tough stretches of this team. Shoulders are down, frowns, body language, not anything good. And here they are with a comfortable lead and an excitement in their eyes and knowing that they're capable of playing good basketball. And they're showing it here today with a roster that's finally intact since probably early November. Alana West with the bad pass.
Good steal.
West gets it back. Alana throws it up. Castillo rips it down. And that's going to be a foul against Aisha.